Hi, hello, wonderful, beautiful, stunning, potent, incredible, creative you. This is Susanna Mittermaier, introducing you to you. I'm here in Switzerland, and it's just incredible. Oh, I'm so grateful for our planet. It's just wow. So hi from lovely, amazing, wonderful Switzerland. And wow, so many new things. And I'm sure you are sensing the world is changing, we're changing, there's a whole new universe of possibilities available. That's just incredible. And I realize my world changing so much each and every day. And I love change. I don't know how about you, but how did we get so lucky to have change as a possibility? I think we all should have our middle names be changed to change, because that's such a wonderful gift to be able to ask what else is possible, how does it get any better in this. So again, those of you who are just joining, I'm here in Switzerland, and I'm just having a huge gratitude moment for everything that's showing up right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's so different right now. The world is changing, we're changing, and what's available now is absolutely off the charts. Hello, hi. So great to see you all and have you be here. I'm sure you've heard of this thing of all of us being connected and all of us having this what we call communion. And you maybe have heard about it. Gratitude for you too, Christine, really. Wow. And even if you've heard about this concept of being connected and communion or whatever you want to call it, and I'm sure you have sensed it at moments, maybe when you were on vacation and sat somewhere in the grass or been in some kind of lake and go, wow, actually, this lie of being alone is so such an invention. Actually, we're all connected, and then so many times we forget it. We forget that, we're all we could all let the world in way more. And so that's what's if you've sensed the world change or something change, there's a whole new level of possibilities available now that's off the charts. Just in the last days, not to speak of the last week and weeks, holy moly, so much is changing. And I just want to say hi and celebrate that with you and just acknowledge what you know. Because if things are changing majorly around the world, and at different classes people get together and open up doors for greater possibilities for all of us, and we all think oh my god, I am not there, I'm not part of this. Yes you are part of this change, you're part of this movement forward. And it's really helpful if you acknowledge that and go, I am not separated, because that's the lie. Hi from South Africa. Hi. So hi from Switzerland in the field. So we've bought this lie that if I'm not there physically, or if I have not heard about it, then I'm not part of it. So hi. Good to see you. So then we've bought this lie that we're not part of it, and we can't have it in our world, we can't receive it. So what if that is the biggest lie you've ever bought, that you're separated, whoopsie daisy, that you're not part of the change just because you're not physically there, or just because you have not heard verbally about the changes. So no, it's fine. And so it's what lies have you bought? Hi Katrin von Oberfranken. Hi from Morocco. Hi from Switzerland. So this sounds like the European Song Contest. Hello from Switzerland, 10 points to Morocco, and many more. So so you know what? everywhere we're taking ourselves way too serious and have forgotten the humor that we truly be, can we just destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, fuck, online, shoots, boys, means. That's something I learned from my dad. He's like always told me, don't take yourself serious, you know, just have fun with you. That's such a gift. Because we're like, oh, we're going to change the world and it's all going to be really serious. What if it's not? What if you can just be the humoristic, crazy chico you truly be? That's so helpful. That's so helpful, especially when, you know, your awareness expands. You're just perceiving, like, you're like, oh my God, so much download of so much all the time, nonstop. I gotta control it. What if you don't? What if you just go, oh my God, okay, so how much space can I occupy and how much fun can I have with everything that's changing and everything I'm aware of? So where were we? It's like so much is changing right now, so many new awarenesses, and gosh, like holy moly. And again, so everywhere you've decided you're separated, you're not part of it because you haven't been at a certain class, or you haven't, you know, heard about it, or, you know, just feel the world changing. Everywhere you buy the lie of separation, will you please destroy and uncreate it times a godzillion? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So, you know, one of the things that I really love about what's changing right now is the level of communion we get to step into. Or, you know, another word or not acknowledgement of what's changing is the convergence of communion. And it's like this space where you realize, you know, convergence is like, if you imagine there's this, you know, water, different streams coming together into one. And it's like realizing that, yeah, this is my body, this is your body, this is my dance space, this is your dance space. You know, I don't know if you've watched Dirty Dancing when you were 14. I watched it in, you know, secret, because that was a really, like, very, very, very bad, you know, like a, you know, movie. You know, nowadays it's like kids go, seriously, Dirty Dancing? That's ridiculous. Why is that bad? The world has changed. The world has changed. So anyway, so like we usually think of, this is my dance space and this is your dance space, this is my body, this is your body, and we have this need to separate, and then this need to go, this is me and this is you, and now we come together and we dance, and this is, but it's still you and me, and da da da, and with all these weird definitions of who we're supposed to be. And then what's showing up right now is the change we're moving into, and like children show us this so much nowadays. It's all these lies we've bought about, this is me, this is you, and we all have to separate, and we have to define ourselves, you know, to play our roles in life and all that stuff, find our niche and whatever. You know, business has this, oh, what's your niche? You know, I never had a niche. I'm like, I went all these business classes and I'm like, oh, you know, people said find your niche. I never had a niche, and I'm so happy I don't have one, because, you know, if you're a creative person, having a niche or having any kind of definition bores you to tears. So everywhere you've tried to find a niche, try to find your definition with which bored you to tears, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So having any kind of definition of who you are and who you're not, and what's your niche and what's your thing to do, it's that's the things that, you know, we use to limit ourselves to have this convergence of communion. And convergence of communion is basically where you allow the world in. You like, you know what? I don't have to separate anymore. I don't have to go, this is me and this is the earth and this is me and this is my boyfriend and this is, it's like, hi, it's like you are a level of space, a level of possibilities that you go, you know what? I'm gonna just pull down my barriers, and I'm gonna allow the world in, and I'm gonna say, okay, you know, this tool, ask and you shall receive. I love you too. So if you allow the world in, it's basically where you go, I ask for possibilities. You know, you might ask for more money, you might ask for more whatever sex, you might ask for more fun, you might ask for some nurturing people to show up in your life. Whatever you ask for, more projects, more business, more whatever you ask for, that's the first part. But what usually people forget is the second part, which is receiving. And receiving is not just, I'm going to receive, you know, that's not sexy and that's way too much work. Receiving is the space of being. Being and receiving goes hand in hand, and the space of receiving is truly a space. It doesn't come from like being a vacuum cleaner or something. Being like receiving is just where you allow the world in. Yes, I celebrate you too, Katrin. So it's really where you allow the world in, and letting the world in is where you go, you know what? I'm letting go all of the definitions of me, all the reference points, pulling down my barriers and go, you know, world, I've been asking for whatever you ask for. I've been asking for more money, for more ease, for more of me, for more business, for more nurturing, for people, for playmates, whatever you've asked for. But if you ask for something, you have to actually be willing to receive it. And that's where most people go, no, because if I really receive it, I have to, I have to actually receive. Oh my God, then I can't uphold the definitions of me that I've had before. And what if that's actually a great thing? What if it's actually receiving? Exactly. What if it's actually being and receiving, receiving? And that's actually a really cool thing. So what if you actually let the world in and you go, but how do I do this? I'm going to let the world in. No, that's way too much work. You can just go and have this gentle request of, hey, you know, world, I've been keeping you out. I have been asking for possibilities, but I haven't actually let the world in. And what if you just make a gentle, relaxed, spacious request of, you know what, universe, consciousness, please show me. I really want to let you in. I really want to have you contribute to me. And I love to have my guards up. I like to protect myself because I had bad experiences and I use this as a reason and justification to not receive or receive. But you know what? I want to actually learn. I want to change this, and I want to actually let the world in and contribute to me. And and I know we're used to asking from up here, which is very, interesting, but asking to let the world in has a space, a yumminess, just like, yeah, I'm gonna let the world in, and I'm gonna allow myself to be contributed in a way I've never allowed myself to be contributed before. So all the lies you've bought about being alone, being separated, being all by yourself, everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So this thing that keeps showing up at the recent classes all over the world is this new space, this new, as we call it, level of like space of communion, convergence of communion, that we in our bodies truly are. Animals are it, nature is it, children, the new generation of kids, mega Gänsehaut. That means mega goosebumps. Like kids that come in nowadays, they are this so naturally, and gosh, it's really where all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory gets embodied. And so welcome to the future that truly works for us. Welcome to the future that truly creates a sustainable planet. And we can talk about it so much, but just what if you make the demand today to actually let the world in and be contribute to the world? Because the other part is like, there's one part where we think, okay, it only goes, like, receiving goes in one direction. I used to think this for such a long time. I thought when in Access we talked about receiving, I thought, okay, receiving goes from over here, and then over here, and that's the only direction receiving goes. But that's not actually true. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what? That's not how it goes. No. Receiving is like, it's like everywhere. It's like goes from here to here, from here to here. It's like in all directions. But growing up in this world where everything is linear, like, okay, I'm going to receive, and receive has a certain direction. It goes from here to here. Everything that is, all the lies you've bought that receiving is such linear thing as this reality, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, rocket, but what fuck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. We're so cute, aren't we? We're like, yay, we're gonna create beyond this reality, such like this reality. How do we get any better than this? What else is possible? So receiving, all the definitions you have about receiving that keep you from receiving, all the definitions you have about receiving that keep you from true and infinite receiving, will you destroy and uncreate it. Ooh, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So true receiving is actually in all directions, like doom, 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 doom. And receiving also goes in the other direction. So it's like when you receive from the earth, and you can just right now together, like while we're having this Facebook Live thingy, if you let me just scratch. So if you if you receive right now from wherever you are, maybe you are in a room, you can receive from the chair you're sitting on, or right now I'm on a thing here, whatever it's called, a green thing, a meadow, a grass, right? I need some English words. Help! So just do it right now. Let's do it together. So notice that the energy of receiving is like, yeah, you receive from the grass, you receive from the chair you're sitting on, you receive from every molecule, but it's actually also the other direction. You're also gifting while we're receiving, and when you also add the other direction, the gifting, oh my God, everything just becomes much bigger and much more alive, more. Thank you, Sonia. You're a gift too. And I'm happy that I make your day with my humor. Humor is such a gift, you know. So everything doesn't allow you all to access the humor and the goofiness and the silliness you are, and be it in public, and like just inspire the world. And when people run away, they run away. And when people are inspired, they inspired. Everything that is, everything doesn't allow it. Will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, men. You know what? Let's make the world a crazier place. You know, we keep like trying to enlighten people and show them the path. You know, be willing to drive people crazy in a fun way. And it's just way easier to create change from a humoristic place, I'm telling you. So especially with a psychological background. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so receiving is like in all directions. So we just talked about, okay, receiving is where you're receiving from everywhere. By the way, it's so funny. I'm here at a foundation class, and the last time I had a we are gifting, receiving. Thank you, we. That's brilliantly put. Thank you, Miruna. So I just was we're just having a foundation class here in Switzerland, and at the latest foundation class there was this lady, and it was so funny, and she's like, oh my God, like when we at the class talked about receiving, you said that we can receive from everything. And she's like, yeah, I'm used to receive from nature, I'm used to receive from the earth, I'm used to receive from babies, I'm used to receive from animals, but concrete, dirt, poo, you know, like dog poo, for example, no. So we ran this clearing, like, who and what have you decided you cannot receive from? And everything that is, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds. On the next day she came to class, she's like, oh my God, that was the biggest aha moment, that I can truly receive from everything, even dog poo, even the concrete, even the stones, like everything around me I can receive from. Hallelujah, kumbaya. No, that's not what she said, that's what I'm saying. So it's a funny noise. So it's really cool that, you know, realizing I can, you know, we're like, oh, when I'm in nature, I'm like, I'm receiving the you know, oxygen I'm receiving, and it's just making me feel really good. But even if you're in Tokyo, even if you're in the biggest, you know, noisy concrete filled city, you can receive and go, wow, the molecules of the concrete are a contribution. So another example, Jürgen and I, he's standing over there. Hello. That's my Jürgen. So we're here in Switzerland, and we chose a very interesting hotel room. He's laughing. So we arrived, and so we asked, okay, so if they have a different hotel room for us, because it just, you know, it's a very, let me put it mildly and elegantly, it was a very interesting meublage. It was a very interesting interior design, and that's very, we used different words when we were there, I'm telling you. We didn't say it that elegantly. We had a little bit more intense words. That probably matched the energy more of the interesting hotel room. And so we asked for a different room, and they didn't have any. Nowhere around us were any rooms left. And so And so we're like, okay, so if we don't have a point of view and we actually allow ourselves to receive from this very interesting hotel room, what would be possible? So we're like, interesting point of view, we have this point of view, interesting point of view, we have this point of view, interesting point of view, we have this point of view, no, interesting point of view, we have this point of view. And it took some times of running this. And then we're like, okay, so if we wouldn't have a point of view, how much would we be able to receive from this hotel room? And so we're like, okay, so we're just going to leave the hotel room. We're going to come back. We're going to have a drink, in the garden, and then come back. And so we had a drink, which helps, And then so we went back to the hotel room, and it was incredible. Holy camole. It's like we opened up the hotel room and it was so different. I mean, it was the same meublage, it was the same furniture, the same interior design, the same interesting colors. But the energy was so different. And it felt like, it was so different. The molecules of everything were like, oh, we're gonna contribute to you, just receive. And we're like, yeah, we're gonna receive. And so it was so incredible how just changing our point of view or having no point of view actually changed the molecular structure of the room, and it made it more nurturing for us. And holy moly. And then we just like, oh, if we add humor now. So we actually saw that this hotel room looked like Smurf Village. You know the Smurfs, the blue little thingies? And so it was like this round weird building where like the only thing that's missing is that it's blue. And so we put, we went to the balcony and we put on some pillows and we sang the Smurf song, and it was really funny. So anyway, so humor helps. And so receiving is really cool. So who or what have you decided you cannot receive from? And everything that is truth will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shoots, boys, and beyond. So when if you don't have a point of view of who or what you could receive from, then everything can contribute to you. And that's the other element of letting the world in. Even a shitty hotel room, excuse the words, that doesn't even describe the room. I'm like, some, interior design is like, when it's super hyper modern, you're like, why? I love the elegance of the past. But anyway, talk about the castle in Italy, by the way. That is elegant. Wow. I'm so happy to be, part owner of this beautiful place. It's like, it screams of contribution and I'm alive, I want to contribute to you. And it's like, oh my goodness. So, and it's, by the way, open for business. So if you want to stay there, do it. It's changing your world really a lot. So that was just a little side note. Anyway, so receiving is not just something you can from beautiful things. Receiving you can do from everything. So us letting go of that point of view of that the hotel room is like, oh, like the resistance against it changed the molecular structure and it contributed to our bodies. So what can you, like, what's in your life? Like, who or what have you decided, oh my God, I have to stay away from. This is not something I want to have in my life. And this is so wrong. If you wouldn't have a point of view, how much contribution could this person in this situation be? Maybe your job. Maybe you've decided, oh my God, I hate my job and it's so wrong. I should have something different. Like, all the points of view actually keep you from receiving and changing it. So everything that is truth will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys. Miss Katrin is writing, your powerhouse of Haxen cries tears of laughter. Haxen is a German word. It's a very funny word for legs. So it's like being a powerhouse on, funny legs, or it's a, I can't describe it. It's just funny. It's funny in German. It's funny in German, learn German. No, that's actually not German. That's a made up word. Hope to see you in person too, Miss Katrin. So really, like, look at the situation in your life. If you have resistance against someone or something, it keeps you from receiving and it keeps you from letting the world in. And it's such a pity, because we were like going, wow, we were like, years ago I would go, oh my God, I know these access tools, I facilitate classes around the world, so when I ask for a hotel room, it should be really amazing, and when it sucks, I must have done something wrong and I'm not as magical as I thought I was. which is such bullshit, you know. It's like what I realized coming to this hotel room that was not as nurturing, or actually it was not nurturing at all. I'm like, that's just what is right now. Okay, so I can have a point of view about it, enjoy that for a while and celebrate, you know, talking shit about the hotel room, but then I can change my point of view, let it go, and realize how can I describe this? It was such a aha moment to see that everything changes in front of your eyes and dissipates every wrongness as soon as you don't have a point of view, and it contributes to you in ways you cannot imagine. So this is my invitation for you. Thank you, Kari. Thank you for being you too. So really, it's like, guys, let's not have points of view. Like this paradigm of going beyond right or wrong, holy camoli. You know, I don't know if you've heard, but most of the recent access classes were about, and we've talked about it so many times before, but it's so different now. And it's even part of the clearing statement, right, wrong, good, bad. So the paradigm of the past access classes was about having no whatsoever wrongness in your world, no whatsoever rightness in your world, and just being hi world. Wow, I can actually see you now. Now that I don't have a point of view that it should be this way or that way, and I've only succeeded if I have achieved this, now that I just get to be present with everything that is, wow, I see things I've never seen before. So what judgments are you inventing that keeps you from being, knowing, perceiving, and receiving what's truly available for you? And everything that is, everything doesn't allow it, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, meons. Yes, we are magic. Thank you, Cornelia. I'm happy it's inspiring for you. I love the German, English, and we have some French person talking about me coming to Morocco. Yes, I'm doing a foundation class in Morocco. Thank you for writing about it. I'm a little bit behind with the messages. So funny and so true for me. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Yes, Sylvia. Thank you so much, and thank you for receiving and really considering. You have no idea what a gift you are with this different paradigm. Holy camoli, merci. Jalila, yes. So really, yes. So that's just okay. And then just one other aspect that I wanted to show you is, so we talked about receiving from everything and everyone. And have you ever considered that the other element? We talked about receiving. The other element is what? Who listened? Who is a good student of you guys who listened to me before? Yes, nobody. Okay, cool. Then I will receive. So, I will repeat. So if you have like the one element of receiving, the other element is being. Yeah, being and receiving, they go hand in hand. So the being part is where you allow yourself to be. That's such a weird thing because, you know, gifting, yes, gifting too. So being is such a weird thing. Oh my God, it's like, it does not have a definition. I remember years ago, I had a thing going on, a major, like for me it was a problem. I don't even remember what it was, but it was something. I had something going on. So I phoned Gary Douglas, the founder of Access, and I'm like, oh my God, I have this and this, And what should I do? Expecting him to tell me what to do. And if you all know him, anybody knows him, he's never giving you any answers. But somehow I had the delusion that he's going to tell me what to do, which he didn't. What he said was, oh, you know, don't worry, honey, it's all going to be good. You know, just be you. And I'm like, great, thank you. That's very helpful, not? But it actually was after I got it. But in that moment, I was expecting some kind of, you know, answer. So I remember running around, you know, for days going, okay, I'm going to be me. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to nail this. I'm going to so be me. Okay. Am I being me now? No. Okay. Am I being me now? No. Okay. Am I being me now? No. Okay. And I tried all kinds of different shenanigans to be me and nothing worked. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And after 3 days or something, trying to be me and, you know, trying to figure out being me, which obviously never works. I'm like, I remembered, oh yeah, my mom told me years ago, you know, honey, it's okay. You can't can't do everything, you know. You have to be, it's okay, nobody's good at everything, so just like the things you're not good at, just let them go. And I'm like, thank you, Mom, thanks for being in my head. I'm gonna just, you know what, other people can do the being you thing, I can't, you know. I don't know what being you is, so I'm just not gonna do it. So I let it go, and I stood in front of the coffee machine, and I'm like, you know what, never mind, I'm just not good at being you, or being me. I don't get it, so I'm just gonna let it go. And so in that very moment, while making the coffee, you know, in my, you know, thingy, press the button, graining the whole thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna let it go, the being me. And suddenly I'm like, whoa, wow. And this space opened up of, wow, being me is just being. It's not doing, it's not proving, it's not forcing, it's not like working at it. It's just like allowing myself and relaxing into this no need for anything. And that was the first time where I started to get this, you know, thing we talk about in Access, the being. And it's not something you can explain, it's not something you can define, it's just something you give yourself permission to just relax and go, I am done proving anything to the world. I am done proving anything to me. I'm just gonna go and give myself the space and the permission to be me in the world and be the difference that I be, even if nobody gets it, including me. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And so the being and the receiving go hand in hand. And you, all of you, are such a different, colorful, crazy creature that nobody gets. And we keep expecting other people to get us. Nobody gets you, you know. Nobody can grasp the magic and the major difference in the being you are. And we keep looking for people. Oh, one day somebody will get me and see me. I will see you, you know. No, you cannot see you. Nobody can see you. You can just be you. And it's such a relaxation to explore that space, and there's so much to explore about it. So this was just a little introduction for you to, you know, what if you give yourself the permission to be the crazy, brilliant, amazing difference you are, and don't allow judgments to be in your way anymore. Might it be others or yours? And funny, creativity, joy like a child, definitely. And that's so much what the earth requires and what the world requires. And everything doesn't allow you to claim, own, and acknowledge the crazy, different, phenomenal you. Will you destroy and uncreate it times a godzillion? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So, nom, 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 nom. So that's it. And I'm over and out for today. By the way, just one little thing, just one short thing. So by the way, this being different is such a gift. So I don't know if you've seen the video that I made from the neurology conference that I spoke about pragmatic psychology in the bars. So my background is being a psychologist, and I worked as a psychotherapist as well. And then with Access created this thing called Pragmatic Psychology, that I travel around the world, and I'm invited to different psychiatry conferences and neurology or whatever, and talk about, you know, this different paradigm about pragmatic psychology. And this is something that Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, and I created years ago. And then there's this book and everything. And just like this thing of being different, you know, I used to try to be a normal psychologist. Oh my goodness, those were the days. Holy camoly, that was a lot of work. Can you imagine me being normal? Oh my goodness, it was so exhausting. So freaking exhausting. I used to sleep after every work day. I was to sleep on the weekends because it took me so much energy to look normal. I mean, I think I look normal. I don't know. You tell me. But, you know, the appearance is kind of like normal. But yeah, inside, crazy. And so, and crazy alive, you know, way too alive for this world. which is great. Nowadays, it wasn't when I was a child. But anyway, that's a different story. So this being different, those days when I tried to do normal psychotherapy and, you know, do my job and look normal and everything, and like try to force myself to see my patients the way the textbooks showed me, that everybody around me showed me, the way I've taught, I cut myself off from awareness big time. The moment where I went, you know what do I see that nobody else sees? What can I bring to psychology and psychotherapy that nobody else can? And the world changed. My world changed. Pragmatic psychology was created. And that's something that started years ago. And that's where I started for the first time to celebrate the difference that I be. Use it to create a new life form. And no expectation that this should go anywhere in the world. I did not know that this life form called Pragmatic Psychology would go anywhere in the world. I'm like, I'm going to do this for me because I have to do this for me. If I don't, I go crazy, you know? There's like, why would I? Because those life forms that you create are an expression of who you are and who you be. And who you be in the world. And that's what pragmatic psychology is for me. It's the expression of who I be in the world, of saying, you know what, people, you having a diagnosis or you being seen as wrong and different and crazy, that's a gift to the world. Start using it, start celebrating it, start making the world a crazier place, because it's insane right now, you know? So that's the invitation with that. And my choice to go for not fitting in and not doing like everybody else made the hugest difference for me and what I do now. And what I do now is, holy moly, like I travel around the world doing workshops, having a great time, and the ease, I can't even start talking about it, but the ease started to come from my permission to myself to being the difference that I be. And judgments, like little ant and you know, imagine a little ant and an elephant, you know? I'm like, did you just judge me? Sorry, I didn't even feel it, you know? That's how relevant judgments are or not. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So that's my invitation to you. And by the way, if you want to have more, there is a class next weekend online, 2 days, or in Slovenia, about how different are you willing, like how can you use your difference to create your phenomenal life. It's a pragmatic psychology class. It's a 2-day class, no prereqs. I'm not doing many. There are only 2 this year, one this and then one in Moscow in November or December, I don't know. So if this is something that speaks to you, if you know somebody who needs this class has no prereqs, and you can do it online on Zoom with video or not, or, you know, just like, what if we share that around the world? And I'd love for you to contribute to this getting out there even more. And besides that, really, what if you start asking for, what if you start giving yourself permission to being the difference and being the gift that you are to the world? Holy moly. And if you have, like, it's not about how do I do this, it's about right now, for example, going, universe, okay, I like this energy, more of that. I'd like to have more of that in my life. Please show me what's possible with me. How am I different? How can I use this to create my phenomenal future and reality, and be the gift to the world and to the planet that I truly be? And everything doesn't allow me to be in a position to receive that, I destroy and I create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So thank you for you, and thank you for being so awesomely crazy. And let's create a future that works for us, like a playground of possibilities, and set the tone. So many judgmental people set the tone in the past and made this world a not happy place and not fun place. Now is our time to set the tone and be the leaders and be the voices of possibilities. Let's do this. Thank you for you, and mwah, 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 from Switzerland. Bye.